All right, y'all, today's gonna be one of those days that are gonna be super challenging, man. I'm supposed to do a 6x6 at 340. I've been doing 345 lately, and that's just because I've been doing doubles and I think triples for a couple of those days, but this is the first day where I'm supposed to be doing 6. Now, it's definitely not foreign to me to like do a 6x6 or a 5x5. I've been doing 5x5s up until like April or March, and I think I started the cycle back in November of last year, and then that cycle ended sometime in the spring. So I was doing like up to 395 for a 5x5. But I haven't been doing those numbers ever since, and so now I'm starting to flirt with 345 for a 6x6. It's gonna be pretty spicy. So we're gonna see, man. What am I made of? How's my back injury? I'm literally still testing my back to see whether or not it can handle loads like this and volumes like this. So I'm kind of a little nervous about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. If any one of you guys have ever experienced some sort of an injury, whether it be like hip, back, or knee, you guys know it's traumatic. When you get through the whole recovery phase and then you start doing rehab on the back, on the knee, on the hip, wherever you got injured, you already know, like, you don't want to revisit that space. You don't want to live in that space anymore. You're not about that life. And that was literally the first time I injured my back. And so it was pretty stressful. It was pretty demotivating, to say the least. And so it's definitely something I don't want to go through again. I'm constantly talking about it on this channel. I don't care if you guys are tired of hearing me talk about my back injury. That shit is fucking scary, man. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do some extra mobility. I'm gonna do some extra warming up on the GHDs. I'm gonna really get my back nice and warm. I'm gonna stick with some like really super light weights like what you see behind me. I got the 75-pound bar loaded up behind me. I'm gonna hit that up for quite a bit and just get a lot of blood flow into my back, into my legs. And then once I get like a pretty good feel as to how my back's feeling, how the blood flow is feeling, I'm gonna really start piling on some weight, man. So let's get to it. All right, guys, we just finished that training session, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, man, that workout was tougher than expected. I expected it to be tough, but it was even more tough than I expected. Now, even though it was just a little bit more tough than I expected, I still wanted to kind of dig a little bit deeper for that last set, and as you guys notice, I went ahead and put on another 15 pounds, and so we increased it from 340 to 355 just for that last set. I'm just testing my back, man. I'm just testing my legs, I'm testing my back, I'm testing my overall capabilities for the back squat, and it felt great. Overall, the entire training session felt great. There was only one time where I kind of felt my back get out of place at the bottom of one of the squats, but I immediately fixed it when I was at the bottom. I kind of felt it get out of place, and I was like, ooh, so I just kind of tightened it up at the very bottom and stood it back up just fine, no issues. Whew. All right, guys, we survived another back squat session. I've increased my capacity by just a little bit more than it was yesterday, than it was last week, so I can't complain. Road to 500 pounds, man. It's official. All it takes is one squat at a time. Join in with me, y'all. 500-pound back squat by the end of 2024. And even if you thought you couldn't lift 500 pounds, you might be able to, man. You never know. Worst case scenario, you only do like 435 or 445, but you probably still increased your back squat by a good 65 to 70 pounds. There's nothing to lose.